Scorpio placements, let's get it. Let's see what we have for you, Scorpio. Scorpio placements. Scorpio. Scorpio. You don't want to talk, Scorpio? What's up? You could be going through the death of the ego, or some type of death. It feels on a spiritual level, okay? It seems like you are trying to take control of something that is happening to you on a spiritual level. Which is not surprising because you are a water sign after all. But the thing that you are doing here is that you're trying to make logic of this. You're trying to make sense of it. And it cannot be done because what's happening to you is something on the spiritual level, on a spiritual level. And you're trying to make sense of it. Maybe it's something that you haven't felt before, haven't thought of before. But I see it's almost like you're trying to bring logic to this, to make sense of it. And well, I mean, I mean, there is no point in trying to understand why things are happening, but to focus on what you have that is happening. Does that make sense? So it's telling you to not focus on the why, but how. Okay, so if there is something that's happening positively in your life, you need to understand how to manifest more of it and what triggered it and what you're doing that allowed you to bring it to you instead of why. Okay, so why did that good thing happen to me? Or even if it's a bad thing, okay, it doesn't have to be a good thing. Even if it's a bad thing, you don't need to ask the whys as much as the how. How did I attract this bad thing? How did I attract this good thing? And once you find the pattern, is the only logical thing that you can do when it comes to this spirit, when it comes to the spiritual levels that you upgrade towards. Because I see some type of upgrade, okay? And this upgrade might even not seem pleasant, but it feels, the energy of it in itself is positive. But you might perceive it to be illogical, therefore not positive. Okay. So there seems to be a bit of like questioning here, which is a good thing. You could be dealing with a Cancer for some reason. I was looking at that crab. Okay. It's a good thing that whatever this thing that you're happening. Okay, so let me try to rephrase the freaking sentence first. Whatever that's happening in your life is meant to happen the way it's happening. Now, if you're trying to find logic to why it happened to you, you could be driving yourself insane. The more important question is the how. Because whatever you attract is something you focus on. So if you're attracting positivity, then great. The why is not so much important, but the how. How did I attract this? How did I trigger that? How do I bring more of it? And same thing when it's bad. Okay, so whatever bad is for you, if you don't want something bad to happen in your life, you need to ask how. How do I prevent from this bad thing happening again? Because in everything there is a pattern, even when it comes to spirit. If you want to find out why, you'll just drive yourself insane, because the why is not as important as to how. If that makes sense, I hope it makes sense, because it could be like a really specific message, but it's trying to say something about how you should handle your future energies. And focus, I said future energies, because it feels as if it can be a different situation, but it's the same energy. Different face, same energy. Different situation, same energy. And so the question is, why is it reoccurring in a different location and a different person? Is why you should like focus on the how instead of the why. So instead of saying, why is this person doing this and that? Or why is this person, I don't know, even if it's a positive thing, why is this person loving me like this? It's not the right question to ask. But how did I bring this person in my life is how you claim the energy totally when it comes to how you attract energy. Does that make sense, or am I making it complicated? Let me pull more cards. Maybe I'll find more analogies to use to clarify this for you. Let's see. It's definitely not something that you can just put it in a certain category and just say, okay, it's black or it's white. Okay, it's definitely gray. You know, yes. The things that are happening to you could be things that you do not understand. And maybe because there are new things happening in your energy. So you're like, yeah, but I don't understand why this is happening right now. You don't have to understand so much why. But there is something about you asking the wrong question. And it feels it's like a spiritual something that is confusing you, that's making you ask all these questions. Spirit is lending you help in this because it seems like it's a new energy that you're dealing with, and you have the sympathy of other spirits around you, whether they are spirit guides or spirits sent to you specifically to help you on this new path of discovery, because it seems like a territory you haven't unlocked before, you haven't walked on before. You might feel like things are out of control in your life right now. You might feel like, why is this happening to me? Again, we go to the why. You know what I mean? Like, you might even question the universe, like, why are you putting me through this? Why me? What have I done? Why me? Why this? Why that? And you kind of losing the plot or losing the point of the experience by confusing yourself. By confusing yourself with these questions. You might not like what I'm saying. You might disagree. You might think, well, if I'm not questioning things, what's the point of living? You might disagree, and that's okay. It's fine. But the way you should look at things is from a place of love instead of a place of pessimism. Because there is a bit of dark energy here that you're carrying with this, as if like you have a grudge over someone or the universe in totality. It feels as if you feel that the world is against you, and the world has something to, like, maybe you have something to prove to the world because it's against you. It's almost like you're fighting the world to prove your worth or your existence or your reasons. And the universe is trying to convince you that the way you're handling things is not the way that you should handle them. You should try to bring more love in the way that you are dealing with things, instead of assuming things or trying to bring sense into something that is beyond sensible. Not everything will make sense. But you can control how you feel about them. You can control your emotions when it comes to how you see things. So in a way, this summarizes to everything that happens for you is everything that happens to you is for you, not to you. Does that make sense? Or my famous saying, good and bad is all good. Because there seems to be a bit of questioning the universe here. Like, why? Why are you putting me through this? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you bringing me unworthy people? Why are you putting me in situations where They're wasting my time. Why are you putting me in situations where it's uncomfortable? Why are you repeating cycles I don't want to see? Why are you, like, you're questioning all of the things that are happening to you, and it feels more the bad than the good. Now, the positive thing that I see here is that you're trying to be contained. You're trying to master what you're going through. You're trying to be in control of what's happening to you, but you're doing it to prove a point. You're not really genuinely eager to handle it. Does that make sense? So it's almost like you're only doing it to prove someone wrong, or some people wrong, or the world wrong, that you can handle it. But deep down, you're very burdened by this. You feel like knackered by this. You feel like you want to give up. And you feel pressed by the universe. You feel like it's pushing you down instead of up. But the reason why you're going through this is because you are capable of doing more than you are capable of now. Maybe there needs to be a shift of mindset to pick you up. Because, I mean, the brain is capable of implanting fears that will or can cripple us. And it seems like you're going there, but the universe is trying to convey to you through this message that you don't have to be crippled by this. This is self-inflicted. The fear, the questioning, the insanity that's coming from it is self-inflicted. Even bad things happen to you for a good reason. Whether you are repaying debt, karmic debt, or that it's trying to mold you into something stronger, trying to press you so much that you become a diamond. But whatever it is that you want in life, Scorpio, it's not going to be easy. If you want easy, it's not going to be worth it. And as long as you have that mindset, you can go through anything and come out of it like a phoenix rising. And I mean, I'm surprised that I'm giving you this advice because you are a Scorpio. In tarot, you are the death card. But also in tarot, you are the judgment. The judgment is the resurrection of you. The death is the transformation. So you could have, like I started the reading with, the death of the ego, or some spiritual upgrade where you have to let an old self of yours die in order to ascend to the next level. This is not easy shit. This type of shit makes you question everything. But make sure you don't lose yourself in the questioning and lose the point. Wow. I mean, not to, like, I'm reading for a Scorpio. It's very deep, very deep indeed. That's the word I can think of. You could feel like you're pushed into a corner where you spend a lot of time alone, which is obviously something naturally that happens when you are going through a lot of the death of the ego or self-discovery. Maybe even you're going through the shadow work of yourself. That's not easy, you know. I've done it at least 3 times. I know how it feels. It's not pleasant, but will it be worth it? Fuck yes. Fuck yes. You cannot go to a new phase in your life with your old self. Something has to give in. And the giving in is the parts of you that only belong in the past but not belong in your future. And so there needs to be a conscious decision whether you want to hold on onto the parts of the old self or let that go in order to truly ascend to the next level in your life, or the next chapter if you don't want it to seem like, oh, boo-boo. The boo-boo is like the spiritual side of it. So, which is worth more, your old self or your new beginning, your new mindset, your new way of looking at things? Which is worth more, I want to say, because It seems like you're trying to hold on to an old self and having a new beginning, which is not working because they both collide. So you have to sacrifice something, and the smart thing to do in this case is sacrifice your old self in order to have a new beginning, a new version of you that is more compatible with the energy that you're moving towards. Really simple, but is it easy? Fuck no. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of time for some people, and it does take a toll on you, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually to some extent, but the physical side of things mostly, okay? I will extend this reading on my website, see if there is an extra message there for you, or if it goes even deeper. Who knows? You know, we're talking about a Scorpio here. But we'll extend this and see where this takes us. The link will be in the description box. I will see you there.